Turn up the AC hot takes. You know what it is. It's your boy Fidos Jr. Vargas Dynasty going up. Don't act like you don't know. We're the only three brothers that really running shit in the boxing game. You know?
Welcome to another installment of Turn Up the AC Hot Takes with Reason on a solo edition. Now, we talking about Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez again. Now, we, around here on Turn Up the AC Hot Takes, we not biased. We giving you honest opinions, honest takes. Whether the fighter is my favorite fighter, whether I don't like the fighter, it's rare that I don't like a fighter. I don't know them. I may not like their ways, but, you know, them ducking or whatever, but I don't truly dislike any fighter. I respect them all because they fight. You know what I'm saying? You get in the ring against somebody for 12 rounds, you gotta be a little crazy. So I respect it. So I wanted to start before I go in any further with this topic. I wanted to, drop that before we get talking. So let's be honest. This is a duck. You don't need to get emotional. If you don't think it's a duck, all right, so if you don't think it's a duck, let me say this. Why isn't it a duck? It should have been fought 5-6 years ago. They've been in the same weight class for years. They should have been fought. They should have fought after Teo beat Loma. In that time frame. The rumored $11 million that Teo turned down would have been his biggest payday of his career, if I'm not mistaken. The number he was offered for Boots was obviously a little more. It was somewhere in like the $15 to $17 million range to fight Boots at 147. I get it. That fight, yeah, to fight Boots, 15 to 17 million. He accepted that. But the reason why I think Teofimo really ducked Devin Haney in this situation, $11 million is a good payday for a fight against Devin at a catch weight of 45. That's not bad. But to turn that down, why did he turn it down? Well, let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. What gives Teofimo Lopez a hard time in the ring? Devin Haney style. Someone with a strong jab. Devin got one of the best jabs in boxing. Somebody with a strong jab, somebody with great movement. He's an athlete, great athleticism. Great ring IQ. Devin Haney is a great ring general. He controls distance very, very well. His stock is at an absolute low right now. And it's cool to hate on him and it's cool to bash him. Devin Haney is one of the best fighters in the world, whether you want to admit it or not. Yes, the power lacks. Skill-wise, Devin Haney right there. Anybody. If you look, the Sandro Martins, the Jermaine Ortiz, both guys have a claim and a strong claim that they beat Teofimo Lopez. And neither one of them is in the ballpark of a Devin Haney, in my opinion. Styles make fights. When Teo is on his game, he's amazing. Like I said, he might be better than Devin Haney overall. He definitely has more power. But skill-wise, Devin, in my opinion, is a little bit better. A good jab and someone who can move well, fluid. He can catch you with something you don't see. Devin throws nice combinations. When he lets his hands go, he's very fast with his hands. equal hand speed to Teo. But, so, I heard a little bit about their sparring sessions that they had some years back. Now, you take what you want from sparring. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. But so I forget the exact interview I heard them talk about this. If I remember what it is, I'll put the link to that in the description. But in this interview, they were talking about how there was someone who's currently a world champion today, and a trainer who had a world champion at the time. Those two, the words about what happened in sparring between Haney and Teofimo came from these two unnamed sources. So, what they were saying is that Devin Haney was outboxing Teo. He was showing there's a difference in the skill of boxing, and he was outboxing Teo. But there was a point in that session where Teo caught Devin with the right hook or right uppercut, I think they said, on a counter, and he hurt Devin. And they were saying in a real fight, no headgear, 8-ounce gloves, if he were to land that shot on Devin Haney, he might be in real trouble where he could potentially get stopped. So take what you may from that. I would always lean towards Devin winning this fight on the cards, but I always thought if Teo's gonna win, it's gonna be he's catching him on a counter, hurts him, and then he's able to put him away after that. So Teo ducked, ain't no getting around it, because Devin, whether y'all want to admit it or not, the average fan out there who wants to hate on Devin Haney right now, he's a dangerous fighter and he's a threat. He can absolutely beat Teo. Which is why I think Teo turned down the $11 million for Devin Haney. Yeah, it would have been his biggest payday. But I think to fight Devin, I think he wanted somewhere up in the 15, 16 range. At least. Somewhere like close to the Boots money that he would have got for Boots. I personally think he might have wanted something, in that ballpark to face a threat like Devin Haney. And another reason why I think it was a duck too, because the weight, the contracted weight. Now, you want to go to 47 for Boots, cool. Why not 47 for Devin? I get it. You're at 40 right now, but if you are already set to move up to 47, why you want to fight Devin at 40? The reason why, Teo has a much better chance of beating Devin Haney at 140. Because the higher weight they go up, I think the more the fight favors Devin Haney in that regard. Because I think the more Devin moves up in weight, I think we're going to see more pop from Devin. And I'm looking forward to his next fight at 47, so I can hopefully, see if that's true or not from what I truly believe. So this is a duck, and there's no way around it. I like Teofimo Lopez, so I'm not hating. That doesn't happen around here on Turn Up the AC Hot Takes. We tell you an honest opinion, and that's what it is. I don't say nothing to try to down talk these fighters. I got respect for them. I got respect for Teo. I got respect for Devin. But when these two going on 5-6 years still haven't fought, and previously it was also on Teo's side why the fight didn't happen. So this is unfortunate. I'm not even saying Devin looks better in this because of the duck from Teo. Like, this doesn't make Devin look better. It just hurts the sport of boxing. And me, I'm all for the sport of boxing over the fighter. The sport of boxing is more important than any particular fighter. Let's just be real. No matter how much you love this particular fighter, someday they're going to retire and the sport is going to go on. So we got to call these guys out when they're ducking, and we got to commend them when they take these fights. That's one thing you're going to hear from me is consistency with that. I salute and big up those who take the risk in the fights, whether they win or lose. And I'm going to call out the ducks. Straight up. So until next time, this has been Reason. Turn the AC Hot Takes. Let me know what you think of this whole situation, man. Did Teo duck like I think he did? Or is Haney blowing smoke? Did you even want to see the fight? If not, Haney and Teo, what's next for Teo? What's next for Haney? Talk to me. Reason. Turn to the AC Hot Takes. Until next time, we're out.